Hey guys, Brian here. This week I am talking about Magic Kingdom After Hours. So for those who don't know, the After Hours is basically like extra magic hours used to be. Remember when you used to get 3 hours at the end of the night to come into the park if you were a Disney Resort guest? Well, now you only get 2 hours. The After Hours, you get 3 again, but you have to pay more. So I guess Disney still wins. I don't know. I have heard that very, very few people get into the After Hours. The cutoff is pretty low. We will see how that works. It is about 7:45 p.m. The park closes officially at 8 p.m. Fireworks are going to go off in about 15 minutes. I am here in Frontierland in a place where I found some pretty decent lighting. I will be here throughout the night guiding you through what it looks like for After Hours, and most importantly, is it something you should spend your money on? We will figure it out, or not. Hopefully yes, we'll see. For the After Hours at Magic Kingdom, they give you these lanyards with the specific date on it, the times 8 to 11. I'm really hoping to stay till 11. I get up pretty early in the morning, so we'll see how that goes. What it includes, which is bottled beverages, popcorn, ice cream. I personally like the lanyard idea better than the wristband that they give you for the Very Merry Christmas party or the Halloween party, because I feel like this is a lot easier for cast members to see. They maybe don't have to ask you quite so much. Well, I walked out of the light. It doesn't look terrible, although I just smacked myself in the face with a lanyard strap. So, oh boy, it's gonna be one of those nights. 10 minutes until Happily Ever After the fireworks. I'm gonna try to watch it from Fantasyland back here. I'm obviously not gonna be able to see the projections from Happily Ever After from here because they're on the other side of the castle. But the fireworks I should be able to see pretty darn good. So as you'll notice, that is not Cinderella Castle, that is Beast Castle. The smaller fireworks come from Cinderella Castle, the bigger ones come from just ended. I wandered back here to Storybook Circus, starting back here because now it is officially After Hours. So now only people with the lanyards can stick around. So most of the people back here, oddly enough, do have them, but I'm kind of starting back here because it's already pretty empty. I mean, that's empty, but this is the walkway. So even when you're not getting wet, it's still pretty empty. There's nothing in... Hey, I figured I'd start back here, let everybody clear out. All the people from the fireworks that were on Main Street and around there will be filtered out. And then we'll see what the park is like during the actual After Hours. I'm warning you now, I'm not exactly sure how late I'll make it. The After Hours technically goes till 11. I normally work a very early schedule. Hard for me to change for a weekend, but I'm gonna do my best for research and for you. I will try to make it till, I don't know, 8:45. So interesting note, I just walked over to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train there. There's a 15-minute posted wait time, which of course is fantastic. And there is a cast member there turning away anyone that does not have the lanyard. All right, so it is not even 8:30 yet. And I can already tell this is a way less busy event than something like a Very Merry Christmas party. Peter Pan right there is posted at 10 minutes right now. They're just letting people in through the Fast Pass line because it's the quicker one to get onto the attraction. I mean, I can see 20 people or so in line right now. And anyone who watched my Christmas party walk around video saw this corridor a few times as between Small World and Peter Pan. In fact, you know what? I'll link my Christmas party video right here, right now. So click on that if you want comparison. This is nothing. There's nobody here. There's still quite a few people in the hub, which makes sense. It's an 8 o'clock closing. That's pretty early for most people, not this guy. Okay, I don't really go to bed by 8 o'clock. It's like 9. But there's a lot of people in the hub just taking pictures with the castle, that kind of stuff. Honestly, what I'm dying for is a bottle of water. On this thing, it says that we get bottled beverages, but I don't have a map or anything to tell me where to get it, and every quick service or cart I've walked by has been closed. And I really would like a drink of water, to be honest. The only attraction so far that I've seen closed has been the Hall of Presidents. Everything I've noticed in Fantasyland was open. Haunted Mansion was open, had a 13-minute posted wait time, which probably means nothing really. I haven't been into Frontierland or Adventureland or Tomorrowland yet, but don't worry, I am getting there. All right, it's about 9 o'clock now. I made a quick stop right there in a Casey's. Got my bottle of water finally. Got a coffee so I can hopefully stay awake for this whole thing. Oh, I'm so old. And got a chili cheese dog, and I'm not even hungry. I don't even know why. It just looked good when people in front of me were getting it. Let's do a loop of the park, see what wait times look like, see what it looks like once we get off of the hub. I'm starting in Tomorrowland just because that answers one question. That cast member you can see right there, the one with the green glowing stick, is checking for lanyards. So much like the Not So Scary Halloween Party and the Very Merry Christmas Party, they will let you hang out in the hub and on Main Street, you know, to buy stuff, but they won't let you back into the lands. And you know what? It makes a pretty big difference, because this is what Tomorrowland looks like. I mean, what is that? 15 people total? This is a weird night. One of the things I'm trying to determine with this is whether it is worth the money. I mean, obviously there's like nobody here. We've established that. It is barely 9 o'clock. And Tomorrowland is like pretty dead empty here. But it costs $119 to come here. That's $119 for basically 3 extra hours of park time, with most attractions open. 3 extra hours, I mean, no lines. That's good. But it kind of depends what you're doing. If you're only going to be at Magic Kingdom for one day, let's say you're only buying a day of tickets, then yeah, this is definitely a good value. Spending $105 for a regular ticket versus $119 for this is probably better. In these 3 hours, you'll ride everything in the park if you want to. It's nice. It's real nice being in the park with like nobody here. But one thing that's definitely open is the People Mover. And how could I resist? So I'm back over here in Fantasyland. It is actually coming up on about 10 o'clock here. And it's about the same as it was. As you can see behind me, not too many people. The posted wait time at Seven Doors Mine Train says 20 minutes, but the cast member said the actual wait was probably about 5 to 10 minutes. That's the only wait I've seen at all. I just ran into Angela Wilhelm, one of our fabulous bloggers at blog.touringplans.com. She said that they have been on everything on this side of the park, Adventureland, Frontierland, no wait whatsoever. Peter Pan, I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like they've built a little bit of a wait, but still, that's 5 to 10 minutes maybe. Small World here has got nothing. The only attractions I've seen really that are closed are things like Carousel of Progress, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, Hall of Presidents, the ones that we would consider more minor attractions anyway. Most of the other stuff is open. As I've said before, I find it a little bit annoying that basically none of the quick service, none of the carts are open. So if you want things like, I don't know, water, it's a little bit hard to track down. I still haven't actually found where I'm supposed to be getting bottled beverages or popcorn or ice cream that it says I get on here. They didn't really give me a map or anything when I came in, although I see people coming this way with popcorn, so apparently it's this way somewhere. Being that it's getting kind of close to the end. This is supposed to end at 11. It is now after 10 o'clock. So time goes by pretty quick with this, despite the fact that there's nobody here. All of these attractions take a couple minutes each to go on. So if you're gonna go on them, and I've done a couple for other videos, not this one, sorry. The time does actually go by pretty quick, especially because even though the event technically starts at 8, the fireworks were at 8. So all the regular day people were already in the park, and they didn't really leave until 8:30 or so. So we're actually looking at about 2.5 hours instead of 3 hours. So it's so hard to recommend this for the price. For the crowd, sure. I mean, everything you can see behind me. This is the crowd. This in Liberty Square here is about the biggest crowd I've seen so far. Ooh, I see a cart open up there. Look, that cart right there actually has kind of a line, and my guess is it's because that's where I get, you know, stuff. So let's go check that out. All right, so these little stands are few and far between apparently, but they will give you pretty much anything they have. The choices were popcorn, Mickey bar, and bottled drinks. Water, I just went with waters, but you could also get soft drinks. I saw people get Sprites and Cokes and stuff in front of me, so I guess that's something, you know. Add up enough of these $3 waters and I guess you're getting to 119. It's a lot of water though. All right, Frontierland, it is about 10:15 or so. As expected, not many people. Big Thunder back there had a 5-minute wait posted, probably pretty accurate. Splash Mountain is actually under refurbishment, although almost a little cruelly, they're sending log after log of empty ride vehicles down. There goes another one. The camera flash goes off and everything. It's kind of funny, but it is under refurbishment for another week or so, I believe. So nobody's riding that, although it's a little chilly. As you see, I donned my sweatshirt at some point. So I don't know that I'd want to get wet anyway. So you know, I'm gonna head to Adventureland and then probably just out of the park on Main Street. So I'll catch you in Adventureland now. And there's no surprise here in Adventureland either. Very open walkways, 5-minute wait for Pirates, 5-minute wait for Jungle Cruise. So most of the attractions still seem to be open. Like I said, some minor ones are closed. The Carousel Progress, things like that. Tiki Room is actually still open, as are the Magic Carpets. So even some of the minor attractions are open for this. Let's go out to Main Street. I'll walk down Main Street. We'll look at the pretty lights, see how many people are there, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the Magic Kingdom after hours. So it was about 2 hours ago I was in this hub showing you how many people were still hanging out, and they're definitely not here anymore because there really isn't that many people. I mean, that's kind of how this whole night has been. It's been part me being amazed at how few people were actually here, and part me wondering whether I'd actually spend $119 per person of my own money to do this. And when I say my own money, I didn't, you know, get this free from Disney or anything like that. Touring Plans as a company paid for it for me to do it, so we don't actually get freebies from Disney. It's hard. I don't think I would pay for it if I was not just getting a one-day ticket. If you're getting a one-day ticket, or if you really just wanted to ride everything in the Magic Kingdom, it's as good a time as any. Those of you who remember going to Disney World years ago when we used to have true not busy days, I mean, even those weren't this not busy. I mean, here, I'll spin around and show you what I'm looking at on Main Street here. When's the last time, other than, you know, coming for like an 8 a.m. breakfast reservation on a 9 a.m. park opening, when's the last time you saw Main Street looking like this? It just doesn't anymore. So for that, it's a good time. For riding the rides, it's a good time. Could have gotten on everything. Time does go a little faster than you think. I think you probably have to move a little quick depending on how many rides you actually want to do. But it's certainly a nice time. Not sure whether I would recommend it or not, to be honest with you. It's tough because the advantages are very clear, but the price is very high. It's more expensive than just a one-day ticket to the Magic Kingdom for what amounts to about 2.5 hours of actual time that you can ride stuff. Now granted, in that 2.5 hours you can do basically as much as you want, versus you may have 10 or 12 hours on a normal day where you have to wait in line behind people. So I guess you just have to weigh that. However, if you have the extra money, then 100% do it. And I don't know why that strap keeps falling down. Well, that's it. That's gonna be my review of Magic Kingdom After Hours. It's kind of a big, It was real nice. I enjoyed it quite a bit. But I don't know that I would actually recommend people paying for it. That said, it's real nice to walk around the Magic Kingdom without having a ton of people bump into you. So, I don't know. Maybe I liked it. Well, no, that's not true. I definitely liked it. It's whether I would recommend it. And the answer is, it depends. If the money doesn't seem that bad to you, then definitely do it. If it does, there's other ways to ride rides without a huge wait. Getting there real early, using a touring plan, of course. But, you know, either way, why don't you give me a big thumbs up, like this video, if you liked it, of course. If you didn't like it, just, you know, don't do anything. That's fine too. Thank you for watching either way. Be excellent to each other.